Hello, Linux Mint 19.2 has been released, and today we're going to look at what's new in Linux Mint 19.2, and we're going to look at about 5 things. Most of it, there's many subtle changes. We're going to look at the major changes which stand out for me the most, and yeah, I think some of them is really vital, and it's really cool that we got them. So we're going to go to the update manager first. And click OK, and then you can set up your snapshots, which is so vital. And yeah, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Add, View Linux Kernels. It is the Linux kernel 4.15, which is a concern, and it's always good before you update your kernel to first after you update your kernel, it's always good to first just make sure you got your snapshots installed, because if anything goes wrong, you can go up and down with it. Because one of the major issues with Linux Mint is always you get the kernel which was first released in the Ubuntu LTS release, which came beforehand, but it gets dated. It's already 4.15 and already Linux kernel 5.2 is out. So in this option here, you can upgrade to the latest kernel which Ubuntu has released in one of their many versions. So you can get Linux kernel 5.0. I believe when 5.2 will come out, you can upgrade to it, and yeah, it's a pretty awesome feature. So I'm gonna do it right here for you to see. So we hope everything will go well. So while this is happening, I'm going to look at the next thing, what is new. And once again, we're going to the update manager. So let's quickly come here, and okay, so while this is working, we can't go to the update manager, and as you can see, my internet is a bit slow, so it's going to take some time, but that's okay. It's because we can continue with our journey through Linux Mint 19.2. So the next thing is, let's just go to the wallpapers. Is this, as always, nothing new, a whole heap of new beautiful wallpapers, and it's quite let down, but it's true. They do wallpapers the best, and every time there's something gorgeous for us to see. As you can see, it looks beautiful, and yeah, so that is the next feature I want to look at. Then I just want to quickly go to the info center, and you will see it's Linux Mint Cinnamon version 4.2.3, and also it's Nemo 4.2. And one of the features which this release of Nemo comes with, which really stands out for me, is the fact that you got a pinning option. Let's create a few files here, and then we're gonna see, because let's say you got a lot of files and folders in your home folder, and you always need 1 or 2 where all your documents is. The rest is important but not so important. And you also have to go down the list to find them and things like that. You can now let's put them always in front of your file system. For example, even documents at the top, you can pin it, and you'll move to the very first seat of your file system in the manager, so you can then easily get to the files and documents which you want to edit the most and look after and use, so it's easier to organize your work. So yeah, that is the main things which stood out for me. So as you can see, we are still waiting for this package to download, and yeah, so for me it is one of, yes, it's not many new things here, and many people will say like this is I yet people saying it is not such a major release, but you can't expect a lot to change because this is not a new version of Linux Mint. It's not Linux Mint 20. It is just a point release, a bug fix release, a smoothing out release, point release of Linux Mint 19.x, and we just had Linux Cinnamon version 4.0 release in the previous release. This is the first point release for Cinnamon 4.0, so it is a lot of things with bug fixes and smoothing out, and I think it's a fantastic release, and they've done a great job to get us to this place. So as you can see, we still got some time before this we have upgraded our kernel, so I'm gonna fast forward this process of downloading and installing, and as soon as it's done, I will see you again. See you soon. Fantastic, so as you can see, we are nearly done with installing kernel 5.00/20, and other things which I thought I should mention is they made it easier to install Wine stable on Linux Mint now, and that it works better out of the box, so I'm gonna make a video about it in the near future, as well as the boot repair, because many times when something goes wrong with your system, you need an app called boot repair to fix it up if it doesn't want to start up, and they added it now to their what do you call it? They added it now to the live CD, so by default you have the boot repair, so you can just keep your Ubuntu 19.2 ISO on a bootable USB drive, and then whenever something goes wrong, like you can't boot up your system, you can just run that, and you have a big chance that it will actually fix it. So that's really cool stuff. And now we just wait for the last steps to be done, and then we are finished. So I'm going to try to reboot my system now. I'm running this in a virtual machine as I do all my videos, but my host system is Linux as well, so I hope the virtual machine will be good afterwards. So yeah, let's see. And I'm gonna reboot my system now. I'll see you in a few seconds. Fantastic. So it looks like everything, even in a virtual machine, if the kernel really have changed, has gone really well, and that's super exciting. So let's see if everything actually boots up again. As I said, my host system is also Linux, so I've already been using Linux for the last 6 years, so it's just easier to make all the videos in virtual machines, and then, but I also use it as my only driver, Linux also, so that's fantastic. So as you can see, so far everything is very good. Let's see if it is Linux kernel 5. Bam! What a great upgrade! And I'm really impressed with that actually everything just works, and it's a good release of Linux Mint. Yeah, thank you for watching, see you later, goodbye.